Everyone, welcome to Portland City Hall. This is the evening session of the Portland City Council, and today is May 10th, 2018. So we've got a couple of things on our agenda. First of all, we are convening and as the Prosper Portland Budget Committee. When we're done with that, then we'll move on to public testimony for the budget overall.
I'm really excited to see young people so active and so ready to advocate for their rights and their ability to succeed in our city. I think we need to do a better job of looking at how we're funding our cities, how we're funding our various organizations throughout the cities, having a little bit more of an awareness of the impact on the lower economic tiers of our city and the fact that they are a healthy part of our city and they need to be supported. I think that if we don't have a healthy tax revenue, we aren't able to provide schools, we aren't able to provide mental health services, we aren't even able to adequately train and support our police force to do their job in a healthy way. So I think that if there's not enough tax revenue, you're doing a disservice. But I think that more importantly is where we're garnering that tax revenue. Are we sucking that out of the lowest economic tiers, or are we looking at the people who can actually make a healthy contribution to our cities and our communities?
First of all, I don't know if you had the chance to be here earlier, but we were actually rallying for Youth Pass, which is a program that has been in place for quite a while now, and year after year continues to be defunded from the mayor's budget. Is constantly being taken out and being being taken as a final choice or as a final decision. Always asking our youth to come in and yet again testify, do what they do best, which is have their voice be heard, to have the program be funded. And so one of the changes that we want to see in the budget this year is to make sure that the mayor really follows on his promise that he included earlier, which was to fund a program as we look for alternative ways of funding to fund this program. And we want him to follow on that take and work with us to make sure that we find permanently funding for Youth Pass. So this year we want him to do a transitional fund where he funds a program because East Portland schools for the first time got this program expanded to their schools. There's millions of dollars dedicated for police when we're asking for specifically almost $1 million to be funded for this program. So it's a huge difference, right, that it takes. And Youth Pass has been a program that is not only about transportation, it's about education, it's about equity, it's about environmental justice, it's about climate justice, because we all know, right, that funding this program in this budget will do a lot of the things that this budget should be doing in the first place, which is invest in the youth today, also for tomorrow. I had the chance to even use Youth Pass because some of them have graduated fighting for this since they were freshmen.
Oh, wow.
And so this is a program that they are invested on, even knowing that some of them are not even going to have access to the program to start with. So one, it will impact them in many ways to one, like not getting funded first. Like it's a huge, like I want to say disappointment coming especially from the mayor, who, by the way, came out in his campaign fully supporting this program to not fund it. It also, because I mentioned earlier, last year the program was funded and expanded for the first time to East Portland schools, David Douglas and Park Rose. So not funding it this year sets up that program to, quite frankly, for failure, right? Because taking it away, it will impact more than 1,000 students who right now are receiving the program and are gaining the benefits of being able to get to school, being able to get to work, being able to like help their families around, and also more importantly, riding public transit, which ultimately also helps our climate. So in a lot of ways, not funding this program will be a detrimental to our youth, it will be a detrimental to our community, and it will be a detrimental to the whole city of Portland. I think it's really important, right, that as we consider different programs and as we consider how our city invests on prioritizing the community's needs, that we really look into as well of what our communities are saying and who is saying it. Our youth, like I mentioned, many of them who are here today are going to testify and continue to do the work that is needed to find alternative ways of funding. But we need leadership coming from more mayors, from more commissioners, to make sure that they are not left behind yet again.